Today we arrived at the hospital for sick children, also known as sick kids. Like, I'm not even kidding that they named the sick kids. Known as a very brightly colored, highly decorated, and lively hospital. Children seems to be having a blast! We have trees, sculptures, and even a marketplace on the ground floor here at the hospital for sick children. But firstly, this atrium. As soon as you walk in, you can't but let your jaw drop to the ground at the sheer size of this open space. It feels almost like standing outdoors when we are in fact indoors. Good amount of seating area is present as well as a very welcoming and bright setting. Bunch of teenagers can be seen around this atrium seating area because they think they're cool. What? Every aspect of this atrium is child oriented. This immediately makes the place a haven for children. Hello, girls. My name is Calvin. I'm here to interview you about the hospital. Do you have a minute? Okay. I'm gonna have to impersonate female voice. Female 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 17-year-old voice right now.
Why?
It's not gonna be very good because I haven't talked to female since I was in first grade. So I don't really know how they sound like, but alright, let's give it a try. Sure. What are you curious about?
That sounds disgusting.
So, we were just looking at this huge atrium that you guys had. Do you like it? What's your opinion on it?
Well, you don't want to build atriums too high because you feel scared to just look into it. But you can look up and you can see different types of stuff on different levels. And about the space, I think it's the perfect size. It's not too big, not too small.
Wow, that is such a great story. Thank you, girls, for answering my questions. Well, as you can see, despite the architect's intention of having a large atrium as an outer space within the inner space, the atrium can be viewed in multiple ways depending on the patient. Not everyone will share the same views on everything. Actually, I used to be very scared of heights when I was young.
You still do?
Moving on. Oh, a yellow elevator. You don't really see that often.
Trot, trot, trot. Walking the elevator.
Hello, my name is Calvin. Would you like to share some of your thoughts about the hospital? How do you think the hospital's doing with the social aspect of the patients?
For me, at first, with the wheelchair, I didn't want to go out of the room with the gown. I didn't quite want to be seen in public in the gown with dirty hair and all that jazz. But once I got more presentable clothes on, I wouldn't mind going out. I like being and talking with people a lot.
Wow. Cool story. Seems like you're comfortable enough to reach out and make friends. Good for you.
A few moments later.
Well, hello there too. We noticed that the hospital has a great yellow elevator and we decided to give it a ride. What do you think about the elevator?
They were all colorful and the wheels and pulleys coming down. The elevator are not like your regular silver box elevators, but they are they're yellow.
Like my Asian skin.
No, Calvin.
They are for kids.
They are. And it seems like it's doing a great job by the reaction I'm seeing. Well, that is great, and thank you for sharing your thoughts. Through the interview, we were able to learn that some were in favor of the design while some were not. Everyone perceives things differently. What is pleasurable for some may be uncomfortable for another. People may like or dislike an architect's design for its rightful purpose, but they also may like or dislike a design for completely different reasons. And this is why asking the patients, which are children for this hospital, is very important and key to our design stage of our future buildings. Hello, I'm Calvin and I'm carrying out some interviews about this hospital. Can you tell me something about this place and how do you feel about it? From here, you can see everywhere outside. You can see the roads. You can see the sky. And you can look down to one of the entrances to the hospital. I like it because you feel free. Like you're outside, but you're really inside. But also, it kind of looks like jail.
And all these wires up here. Barbed wires.
Well, to begin with, I'm glad that you can see everywhere. That must be reassuring and quite entertaining at the same time, especially in a hospital. I'm also sorry to say that you feel that way about the frame walls here. I'm sure that was not the architect's decision. Thank you for your answer, Stell. Throughout planning and designing of the hospital, architects were so preoccupied by what they thought the patients would want, they did not spend enough time figuring out what they would want. We need to pay close attention to whom would be our clients. In this case, child patient. Now let's focus on the first part, child. The hospital did well with large dolls in the atrium, large spaces, and of course the yellow elevator. However, children do know that this is a hospital. The ornamentation of the hospital turned out to be a bit too much Disney-like, that it looked like fake happiness, and they do realize that they're sick, and the discrepancy between both did not help very much. As for the second part, patient, the architects have set their focus too much on the culture aspect, as seen on the grand hotel-like entrance, office building, lobbies, and shopping district. Through this, they were not able to set focus on the healing attributes of the hospital. No matter how young our clients and thus insignificant their opinions may sound, the children patients are going to be the people who are using the building. As architects, we should try our best to view the design through their perspectives rather than our own, in order to truly figure out what is best for them rather than what I think would be good for them.
And if you like the video, hit that like and subscribe.